Hello, this is Master Luke Chan. Today I want to talk about one technique. How do you use meditation when you're doing the movement of the Chilel qigong or Zhiineg qigong? And then, of course, we're using chapter 47 of the Tao Te Ching to illustrate, or use the qigong to illustrate chapter 47. Actually, chapter 47. And the Beatles had a song on that, they call Inner Peace. So without going out the door, actually you know everything outside. So how does it apply to Qigong? So you're not moving, yet you're moving, and actually one aspect of it, or one interpretation of that, is your mind go first. In other words, your mind you cannot see, is wu wei. Your wu is invisible, but your mind goes out first. All right. So the way it's doing like this is, for example, if your hand right here, if you want to move from here, the chest, and then outside, okay. So it must be beginning and ending. All right. So we said in some other tapes we said you need to stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, and that's more detailed. But however, a lot of people ignore the very first one is that you are not going out first, because you are inside your dantian, and then from here beginning to the end position, it must be an end position, and then your mind already, before you go, your mind already sees it. Your mind sees it. So when you already sees it, then your whole body relax. Just like watching. You're sitting on a meditation position, like you're sitting, and then you're watching your hands go forward. And then at the end of it, of course, you stop everything and then come back at the same thing. Then your mind already here. You see the image, like here. See the image first. And of course, how to move it, then some other techniques we've been talking about. You need to turn the middle dantian and turn the lower dantian, and then the middle dantian, the tongue, the everything. Stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, turn like this. Okay. Now, if you're doing the lift your pochi down, so if you're from the hand position here, from here, if you go up high like here, this position. Then from that position, the first position to that position, you need to use your mind to already think that position already there, and then you told to relax, and then turn is arrive. Once you arrive, then your mind already goes away, and then another position. All right. So especially when you're doing the body and mind method, and then or doing Tai Chi, from one side the hand going and another position, but that position, your mind already arrived the position ahead of time. But then, meanwhile, you're like turning inside. So without going out the door, actually, you know them all. So it's one aspect of it. Of course, when you're doing more meditation, you can expand your consciousness much further away. So you know what's outside, sensation. But again, let me summarize it. So it's basically when we're doing the sixth direction, from this position to this position. So release, stop, absorb, stop, release, stop. Now absorb, stop. Now your mind already arrived. So release, your mind already have an image there. Absorb, your mind already image there. And then, of course, in between, then you stop, we go release, turn, your tongue turn, stop, and then absorb, your tongue turn, middle dantian turn, everything turns. Meanwhile, you're sitting down. Try this, because first of all, the sensation of sitting down, you need to, like you're sitting on a sitting bone. So when you see most people just sitting on the coccyx, but no, have a sensation sitting on a sitting bone, like sitting down first. Do you have this sensation or not? So sitting sensation, and then most people, even though they have this sensation of sitting down, but as soon as they move, then they change the position. So to keep that position at all time, you need to think the image or the next movement, the image or next movement. Very quickly, you might have the image, and then the action slowly fulfill that image. And of course, what you cannot see is called Wu. That is the Wu Wei. So, invisible. You already arrived there. Now, very few people actually talk about these because it's very difficult to understand it. Now, once you know it, it's very easy to understand. But you need to practice it. So if from here, you already think there. Before you will absorb, before you arrive, your image already arrived. Release, you are imagine already there. When you imagine already there, you need to stop. Your mind need to stop. Okay, so the sensation, then you have at all time, when you're doing the movement, 6 directions, lift your down, body and mind, Tai Chi, they all like you're actually sitting down. Now, what's good of that, of course, then your qi sings. When your qi sings, that the energy actually circulate better because now you're the dancing pumping through. The healing occur much quicker. And then, of course, when you sitting down, everything calm down, so your breath is much easier, much easier. Meanwhile, you're moving. So while you're moving, you need a lot of oxygen. But when you're very calm, moving the diaphragm up and down by the sensation sitting down, so without going out, I mean, literally, your mind, your body, without actually going out, actually you arrive. In other words, because your image already there. Now, please try it. And then if you want to listen to Beatles, chapter 47, they have you can find it on the internet. But they describe chapter 47, and that is actually Wu Wei, that our mind need to go first, but you cannot see it. So it's like without going out the door, without actually physically, but actually you are physical. Your mind already arrived, and then physically. All right. So but if you very deep meditation, then your consciousness can reach very high. But the idea is the same. Your mind has to go out far away and then station there, and then getting in, coming back. So that is the basic. All right, and then thank you very much. And if you have any comment, please let me know. And then thank you so much. Thank you. And beautiful day in Yaosu. And as the Tao said, love yourself, love others, love nature. The world is beautiful because of your existence. Thank you. I love you.